those who fail to learn from history, including recent history, are doomed to repeat it. Here we go again. Full disclosure, I own over 4,000 shares of AMC, a little over that. And I like the stock, and I'm also not a financial advisor. Please keep that in mind throughout the video, especially given that I've been basically broke for 5 years. So, what is happening on 2021, May 24th? Same thing that happened in 2021, January, from the 20th to about the end of the month. There is another short squeeze that is being triggered by retail investors. Retail investors being people like you and me on the secondary market buying shares. As of today, AMC is up more than 13% as of 14:12 Eastern Time. This is fun. I remember the good old days of late January of this year when the shares of GameStop went up 30 times before going back down to like $50 a share, and now GameStop is like 180 something. So this Reddit meme thing is happening all over again. And, last time there were attempts to halt and restrict trading. I don't think that's going to work this time. They did not learn from history 4 months ago. So, what's going to happen now? I don't know. But, there's a lot of enthusiasm and faith. People are saying that AMC could go to 100,000, 500,000. It could go into the millions per share. I don't know. I do not know if that will really happen. But I am going to keep holding just to see what happens. So, I really don't need to look at this anymore. I have alerts set up. I don't really have an exit plan because some men just want to watch the hedge funds burn. The thing is, these hedge funds that went after GameStop and AMC and a bunch of other companies that appear to be in terminal decline is, the way they usually handle this is that they make the share price drop. They short sell into some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy, which only works if no one is buying, if it's all short selling. And they're doing it again! And they're trying to take companies and strip them for parts. And it's not just GameStop and publicly traded companies like that. They're also doing it to the Chicago Tribune. They're doing it to newspapers. What are you doing? And because of the Chicago Tribune, what they're doing to that, the attempt to take that company private and to load a bunch of debt onto it and kill that, like they killed Toys R Us and other retail companies. By the way, the big threat to retail isn't so much Amazon, it's these private equity hedge funds, these vulture capitalists. So yeah, if I can make money just watching the people doing this cry, I'm all for it. Oh yeah, I am definitely for this. And there's really, in January, no one was defending the hedge funds. There really wasn't. When they went on CNBC, the hosts weren't really defending that. If anything, Jim Cramer was like, yes, yes! Like Beavis or something, just being all, yeah, the retail investors, this is my jam. This is what I do for a living. This is my show. It sucks that it's been replaced by a Reddit forum. But yeah, and Jim Cramer's on the side of the apes. Who else? The CEO of AMC would love to see the price grow up. And do I really need to keep refreshing? I don't. I'm just not going to for a while. I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to wait for the news to cover this, because it will. They're taking their sweet time. One more peek at AMC. $13.77 a share, up $1.68 a share, up 13.90%. This is more than most retirement funds will make in a year. And that just happened in one day. Okay. So, I'm just going to shove all of this excitement to the side and ask you a question. Let's say your life gets to the point where you're working some kind of retail job or service job, like Walmart, McDonald's, that sort of thing. And you suddenly come across $20 million somehow. But, you do, and you know it's legit. Like, you know for sure it's legit, the check cleared, the bank said, A-okay, you have this money now. What do you do with it? You know what? This is a monologue. And just like, what's his face? Tucker Carlson, I don't really care what you think or how you feel. I'm gonna tell you how I think and feel and try and make it how you think and feel. That's the Tucker Carlson school of punditry. So, what would I do in that situation? $20 million, just, you have it now. I'd buy a small condo as close to Minneapolis as I can. And that seems insane given what's been happening in Minneapolis recently, but, crime waves happen in Minneapolis. It happens like once every few decades. There was Murderapolis in the 90s, and there's this current wave, and I want to be a part in helping this city figure it out. I might be in a suburb really close to Minneapolis. I might be in a suburb really close to St. Paul and Ramsey County. I don't know, just a small town home. With access to public transit, and, I want to be in a setup where I don't really need a car, but I might get a Chevrolet Bolt, but then I'd have to pay for parking. So maybe just no car. I'll just, if I need to leave the metro, I'll rent a car from Lyft or something. Or I'll have my mother drive me up north, or I'll go to the airport and see Dad in Delaware type of situation. I'd keep the townhome, I'd buy it, and I would sit on it for like a month while I figure out which stuff I'm bringing and which stuff I'm not. Because, I know the temptation to buy a bunch of stuff when you make a bunch of money is there, but I want to take these resources to downsize and simplify my life as much as possible. Which means I would have to type it out. I would have to type out a plan, just make a bit of a whitelist of the stuff I want to keep, and once I buy the townhome, make another plan for where the stuff goes. Like, I want to give my life a bit of a reset button. I don't want to live with my mother anymore. I love you, Mom, but I just don't. I want to live close to Minneapolis. And I want to simplify my life. I might keep my current job or change locations even. Because, the rest of the money will still be there. And I don't want to be bored all the time. And, it would help pay for health insurance to have a full-time job of some kind. But it would be tough to be hired if you're a multimillionaire and you still want to work at McDonald's. I guess that's the hang-up there. But I still like the company I work for enough to keep going. So, yeah. I'd basically be taking this money and following what Norway did with its sudden wealth. Just planning it out, having a backup fund, living off dividends, and even keeping my job and still working on stuff. And just saying that makes it more likely, but like I know that getting high on lots of money makes you do crazy things. Then again, maybe I just won't sell. Maybe they'll end up into, maybe this will turn out to be some kind of lawsuit, like the share price will rocket to millions and it won't be attainable, and it might take months to settle who owes what. That would be a really big financial crisis, but it would mostly be at the expense of rich hedge funds. And investments are insured, but I don't know. It would be interesting to see, because like if retail investors make lots of money, the government makes more money in taxes that way than if hedge funds and companies do that. You know? So, and I will gladly pay those taxes. I want to give back to the community. You know? And, you know, the pay it forward thing is going to be the most difficult thing to think about, because, woohoo, $20 million. Now what? What charity? What to do? How to make bad people mad, type of thing. And how would I do it in a way that's long-lasting and meaningful? So that's the Minnesota perspective on ape funds, Reddit funds, YOLO fund. You know, the short squeeze, the 2021 short squeezes. This is going to be good. I'm going to like this year a lot. And I also look forward to the next one. I know there are some headlines saying, oh no, but I don't really expect the voter apathy in 2010 to show up again in 2022. If anything, I see 2020 as a floor for turnout, not a ceiling, despite everything that's been happening recently. So that's it for this, and I'll probably do some more on this topic, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.